Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make royal icing, but first I would like to announce the winner of our Martha Stewart Cupcakes book, which was a contest that we ran for April 2012. So what you had to do was leave a comment about what sorts of upcoming videos you'd like to see from us. But if you left a video response, you were entered twice, which apparently has proved out to be very lucky because our lucky winner was our only video response and her name was Holly. So congratulations, Holly, you are the winner of the Martha Stewart book. And what Holly wants to see from us is how to get the consistency of royal icing workable with flowers, and she would like to see some royal icing transfers. So that will be a series of videos that we do up for Holly, the lucky winner. So Holly will be in touch and we will send you out your book. So we are going to get started on how to make royal icing. So we're going to be making royal icing, and in order to do that, what you're going to need for this batch is going to make about 3 cups of completed royal icing. You need to start with 4 cups of icing sugar or confectioner's sugar. Now you need 3 level tablespoons of meringue powder, and this is the Wilton brand. I'm sure there's other brands out there. This is just the one that's most readily available in our area. And you're going to need 5 to 6 tablespoons of lukewarm water. So for making royal icing, you will have a mixer on for about 7 to 10 minutes. Usually when I make it, it does take the full 10 minutes. So I do recommend that you use some sort of electric mixer just because it takes a lot of the work out of it. And what you're going to start with first is the entire amount of the icing sugar. And the 3 tablespoons of meringue powder. And on low speed, you're just going to mix those up briefly. And as it's mixing, you can leave it on. And what you're going to start to do is add in your tablespoons of water. So like I said, this needs to be at lukewarm temperature. And this is going to make stiff consistency royal icing. 2, 3, I have to count or I'll forget. 4. So that's 6. So I usually stop at 6. At that point, turn it up to medium. Let it mix a little bit more. Now, making royal icing sort of becomes an art where you just start to know by the look of it if it's right or not. So right now it's still crumbly and I can see that there's dry parts of the icing sugar and the meringue still. So there's not enough water and it's pretty much not, there's no point to continue at this point like that until I've added more water. I would only do it 1 tablespoon, so that's a total tablespoon count of 7. And you can see how it starts right away to clump together better. I'm going to turn it up 1 more notch, because that also helps the process. And it's still crumbly in the bottom, so I'm going to add 1 more. And just slowly, when I was first starting out, and what I recommend when you're first starting out making royal icing, is to add it even by the ½ tablespoon, just because it can be really finicky. And just, it's almost that old adage of a little dab will do ya. If you go and make too much, if it becomes too soft for the activity that you need for it, you can always add more confectioner's sugar back into it, and that will stiffen it back up again. So what we're going to do now is leave the mixer here. I'll probably stop at about the 7-minute mark, and what you're looking for the completed royal icing is the sheen to it will sort of dull, and that's how you'll know that it's ready to go. And then once you've used it more and more, you will also learn just by feel. So I've just been watching the edges around the bowl, and what I'm seeing is the decrease of the sheen. And so I'm just going to pull it out and quickly give it a little test. And like I said, I wish I could be a little bit more specific at this point about what the royal icing should feel like. It is pretty stiff. It's hard to manipulate. And I'm just going to scrape the bowl to make sure I've got all the stuff before I push for the final. Probably going to do it for about 2 more minutes. And since I'm going to be doing, as you can see here, since I'm going to be doing piped flowers, I want it to be the stiff consistency, but you can find yourself stuck in the ability to be able to pipe it out of the bag, because some of the royal icing flower tips can be quite small. And so at this point, I'm just going to add a ½ tablespoon more and hope that that is going to be the perfect consistency. But like I said before, you can add it a little bit more even at the end. So I'm going to put a ½ tablespoon back in and turn on for about 2 more minutes. Okay, so it's been at it about the full 10 minutes. So I'm just going to give you a little visual cue. It's really hard when you're not in person here, but I'm going to try my best to show you what stiff consistency of royal icing should look like. So I'm just cleaning off my whisk here. And I'm going to use just my regular straight spatula, my small one. And to get the stiff consistency, if I just put my knife right in here, it's not going to wiggle. It wiggles around a little bit, as you can see, but it's staying upright. So that's the indication on whether or not you have stiff consistency. So hopefully that's a little bit helpful. If you have any other questions, please let me know. It is something that I have learned by trial and error, and hopefully you are a little bit more lucky than I am. Hopefully that little tip helps you out. So our upcoming videos are going to use royal icing. We're going to color royal icing to make some beautiful flowers, and we'll do some different techniques like color transfer, royal icing transfers, and lots of other fun, beautiful things that you can do with royal icing. The best thing about royal icing is the cleanup. It is the easiest stuff to clean up. You don't have to worry about the fat that's in the content with the buttercream or any other shortening based icings. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and remember to subscribe to our channel. You can find us on Google+, Facebook, and on Twitter.